Hello, YouTube. So today, first of all, my note broke. Today I decided that I'm gonna go get some Starbucks and then do some shopping for fall and then hit the gym. It's a back day today. So you guys are not gonna believe this, but we are officially training for a motherfucking marathon. Like, what? Guys, I'm running a marathon in literally less than 2 weeks. Officially, oh my god, there's officially 11 days, 11 hours to go. Okay, 11 days, 11 hours, 15 minutes, and 3 seconds to go. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared. Actually, I'm low-key freaking the fuck out. I can't believe I'm running the Portland Marathon. Like, I have no idea what was going through my head thinking, oh, like, I'm gonna run a Portland Marathon. Like, I think that's what it was. I wasn't thinking. And I decided that I'm gonna run a full marathon. So, funny story, not funny story, but I can already run half marathons like nothing without training. So my distance as far as like runs has already been up there. So I started training for this marathon about 5 weeks ago. Actually, no, 3 weeks ago, because it's going to be a total of 5 weeks of training for the marathon, which is actually not bad, because around that time is when you start increasing your mileage to get to like the half marathon distance. So I'm pretty sure I'll be good. I already did 3 weeks of training, 3 weeks of my training program. So I'm training with the NRC, which is the Nike Run Club. They actually, this is the crazy part. So I told myself I'm gonna run a marathon before the end of the year. That was my goal at New Year's Eve. Like, I told myself, this is something I've been wanting to do, so I'm gonna get it done this year. And oh my god, that changed. So I told myself, I'm gonna run a marathon. Doesn't matter when, doesn't matter which one, I'm gonna run it. Halfway through the year, I had to take a couple weeks off just for personal reasons. So I was like, okay, like, that's fine. But it wasn't until probably July that I decided to run the Portland Marathon. I was already running half marathons like nothing, so I knew that the marathon training wasn't going to be too bad for me, because I'm a runner and I run a lot. I knew that the training wasn't going to be too bad. Like I said, I was already running. I tried to do runs in the mornings with Stella. That way I do my cardio and she gets to go on a run. So I started about 3 weeks ago, and I think the first long run was about 10 miles and then 12 miles. Or 12 miles and then it went... So it went 12 miles and then it went to 16 miles and then it went to 20 miles. The longest distance I ran is the 20 miles from that training, which was a couple of weeks ago. No, it was last week. What am I talking about? Oh, a little bit over a week ago. So I had never run more than the 13.1 miles from the half marathon runs. Just because I don't know, I never thought to. Like, I was just kind of like, oh, I ran a half marathon. Like, that's good enough for me. So I joined the training. Like I said, it's with the NRC. Oh, no. So going back to June, right when I decided that I was going to run the Portland Marathon, Nike released their marathon training on their NRC app. And it was just like the universe telling me, you are on the right path. You are aligned with what you're supposed to be doing. And it's just it's time. Like, it's time for you to get it done. So I started training, and it's been, honestly, it hasn't been too bad. Like I said, I was already running long distances, so the only difference has just been being more disciplined with actual running, and not just like me being disciplined with training. I started training, and we are officially 11 days away. 11 guys, we are 11 days away from my first marathon run. I'm saying first because I know that once I do a marathon, it's gonna be easier for me to do more later on. So I know that I'm gonna want to do them later on, but I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm scared. I'm low-key really scared, just because I'm like, what if I get hurt on the way there? What if I get hurt halfway through the run? Like, what if this happens? I'm just thinking of the worst possible case scenarios in my head. And also, I don't know how to pace a marathon. So there should be pacers on the run, but like I said, I've never ran that distance. So the 20 miles that I did were at like a 10-minute pace, which is not bad for training. But then when it comes to race day, I'm like scared, because I'm like, how am I supposed to pace a full marathon? Like, what if I get really tired in the beginning and it's like I have no energy towards the end? And like I said, I only ran the 20 miles, so I was told that you don't feel the marathon until after mile 20. I was told that everybody can run 20 miles, but it's the next 6 miles that are really the breaking point of running a marathon. So I'm low-key really scared, because I'm like, okay, like, I ran 20, but I'm like, how am I gonna do on the next 6? That's literally a whole hour. That's 6 miles. I run like a 9-minute pace on my easy run, so it would literally be like an hour of running 6 more miles. And I'm like, 26 miles? That's a lot. It took me almost 4 hours to do the 20 miles, so I'm like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like, there's so much going through my mind. I'm like, what if I wear the wrong shoes? Also, I just bought new shoes. It's the, let me show you guys. I think it's like the Vaporfly, something Vaporfly Next. Can you guys see them? They look like that. So those should get here on Friday, and I have about 2 weeks to break them in. Apparently you only need like 10 miles to break some shoes in, so that would be perfect for my long run on Sunday. But after this week, it's literally marathon week, and right now I'm currently tapering, which in running, tapering just means like you're cutting down on the training. Like you're cutting down the distance as far as like how long you're gonna be running, but you're still keeping up with the intensity. So right now, I don't know, I'm like scared, but I'm like excited. I know that it's my time and I can do this, so it's just a matter of doing it. I know it's just a matter of doing it. I know I was meant to do this. Running has been a huge part of me, and yeah, I'm just overall really excited. Like I said, I'm a little bit nervous just with like little minor things. Oh yeah, so I bought the new shoes, and then I'm gonna be breaking those in this week. I feel like, I don't know, I told my family about the run, so I don't know if they'll show up or not, but either way it's fine. And I'm supposed to go to a Timbers game after the run, so I'm like, I don't know how my body's gonna feel after the run. I don't know if I'll even be okay. I don't know, but I did the right thing, and I have been training really smart as far as my runs and my workouts. The last time I wanted to run a marathon was the Dallas Marathon, because I already had the entry paid for and I was already there. So I was really excited, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. Like, I'm just gonna run it. I know I can do it. But I reached out to one of my coaches. Well, she's kind of my coach. She's the cross country coach at my high school, and she was my teacher when I went there, but she runs marathons. So I reached out to her and I was like, hey, like, is this smart? Is it smart of me to run a marathon right now, even though I haven't done training for it? And she was like, you know what, it would be hypocritical of me to tell you not to, when that's exactly what I did when I ran my marathon, the first marathon that I did. So I'm not telling you not to, but I'm telling you, if I were you, I would do the smart thing and train for it first and then run.